week's Wildcat Watch, we will look at how the Baker newspaper is being recognized, share with you how a group of students is getting involved on campus, and talk with one of them about his involvement and what it means for him. All this and more on your Wildcat Watch, starting now. Welcome to this week's Wildcat Watch. I'm Xiomara Nunez. The Baker Orange won several awards at this year's National Associated Collegiate Press Convention. They were awarded with a plaque for being Pacemaker finalists and a National Online Pacemaker Award for their entire website. They also won first in Best of Show category for non-weekly newspaper.
Trying to publish content daily on our website and just having a monthly issue, we've really had to have dedication from everybody in the department. And I think these awards just go to show that everybody's been putting in a lot of hard work, and it's still going in the right direction.
The awards reflect the work of staff members from this year and last. Congratulations to the Baker Orange. Have you ever wondered why there are so many trees on Baker's campus? Part of the reason is Baker's recent affiliation with Tree City USA. Tree City USA is a program put on by the Arbor Day Foundation that strives for recognition of community forestry programs, much like the Baker campus, which is the only campus in Kansas that meets Tree City requirements. So on Tuesday, Dr. Roger Boyd and some Baker students continued the third year of participation by planting forsythia bushes around campus. Influential students a part of this is Sam Beecher. Sam also helped start the Arivica Community Garden and is soon leaving for the Peace Corps, which is why KNBU's Clayton Knapp caught up with the Baker senior in this week's one-on-one.
And I'm here with Sam Beecher. Now Sam is very involved with the community, and he has actually started a community garden. Now Sam, tell me a little about what you've done with this garden.
Well, 2 years ago they started a community garden out by the cemetery, and through funds that we had raised at Maple Leaf Festival, Tanya Sieber, the former dining services director, and I purchased a small plot of land, and last spring we grew a number of different varieties of lettuce and donated them to the cafeteria. And then throughout the fall here we have been harvesting kale and arugula and a couple other different types of lettuces, and early on we gave them to the cafeteria. We gave them to the sorority one day, and then I'm also trying to encourage students to go up there and just pick the food for themselves.
All right, not only has Sam Beecher helped out the community, but he's also planning on going to Africa next semester to join the Peace Corps. Now tell me a little about what that decision brought.
Well, the Peace Corps, I think, offers a number of really great opportunities for me to grow as a person, help a community, and have the community help me through this cross-cultural exchange. I'll be working in Zambia starting in February of 2013, and I'll be there until May of 2015, and I'll be working for a program called LIFE, linking income, food, and the environment. And so it's really going to allow me to develop the skills that I've been trying to build while here at Baker University, income generating activities, sustainable food development, and help confront environmental issues, and all doing this towards community development.
All right, well, thank you, Sam, again, and good luck on your ventures in Africa, and you're doing great.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
If you would like to see the full interview, check it out on YouTube or on thebakerorange.com. Now we're going to take a quick commercial break. Be sure to stay tuned to hear about the last lecture, what one organization is doing for No Shave November, and some opinions on the election with this week's Baker Beat. We'll be right back with more Wildcat Watch.
Baker's new Student Spirit Squad. Get in the game.
November traditionally means no shaving around campus, especially at the Zeta Chi house. While most students grow their hair all month long, the guys at Zeta Chi typically let their beards grow from the beginning of the month until their annual event, Ramble, comes along, or until their philanthropy fundraiser near the end of the month.
I hope everybody will check out the Wildcat Wire and our posters around campus for the Zeta Chi fundraiser, the Best Beards of Baker contest, happening the last week of November. It's going to be a lot of fun to raise money for Baldwin City Children's Choir.
Keep those beards growing in order to participate. In 2008, pancreatic cancer took the life of Professor Randy Pausch of Carnegie Mellon University. His last lecture is still remembered today. Students filled McKibben Hall to listen to Dr. Mahali give her version of the last lecture. This is the second consecutive year that Baker has done this. Junior Aaron Wilson has been inspired by Pausch's speech and knew it needed to be a part of Baker.
Really spoke to me. It was a very powerful lecture, and so I wanted to bring that here and see what professors would have to say if they were to give their last lecture. So really spoke to me.
For this week's Baker Beat, we asked students their opinion on the recent presidential election.
I decided just to choose who I thought was the best option, and whoever anyone else picked, I don't really care. It's just, that's your opinion and not mine.
Why did I vote for Romney and Ryan? I'm all about, I want to keep my money. I can understand helping the needy, but necessarily giving to people that aren't really needy, just useless and worthless, I'm not all about that.
I got like a couple student loans, and I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to get them anymore if Romney was president. So, I was pretty much up for Obama.
I thought it was pretty interesting. It turned out like I thought it would. I thought President Obama would get reelected. Wasn't necessarily my preference, but just the way things were going, I think that it was pretty expected.
When you have a president winning popular vote like that, or not a president, a senator winning popular vote like that, and then he ends up losing the election, I think there's probably a flaw in the system.
Because, I feel like Romney he is really intellectual too, but I just feel that me trying to go to college and be successful, I wouldn't have been able to do it without, student loans. So.
I feel like a lot of college students made decisions based on very strong beliefs. I don't know that they were all correct or not because of the media ridiculousness that goes on nowadays.
I thought it was crazy. Obama wasn't even like necessarily declared president, but everyone was already saying that he was. And I thought it was really interesting.
Especially when you look at it, if you take the landmass, you probably have 95% of the nation covering red Republican. And you know what? The needy people will be needy and get out of bed for one day of the year.
Facebook and Twitter is one of the worst places to get information. I feel like a lot of college students got their decisions from those sites, which is kind of sad. But
I hope to see possibly a better job economy going on, but you never know, especially right now.
News on your football and wrestling teams is coming up next with the Wildcat Sports Update with Nick Williams. Welcome back. So Nick, the Wildcats did really well this week. A couple hack players of the week, and football's going all the way to Indiana.
Yes, it is, Zia. Very successful season for the Wildcats this year. The 11th ranked Wildcats will travel up north to Fort Wayne, Indiana to take on 6th ranked St. Francis. Last playoff appearance for the Wildcats dated all the way back to the 08 season. In addition to the Wildcats' great 8-2 regular season, sophomore defensive end Andre Jolly conquered the school's single and career record in sacks with 22 in his career and 16 on the season. He surpassed a record that was held 20 years. Jolly credits his success to the guys around him.
Honestly, credit to most of my other D linemen and Coach Thorne. Coach Thorne does a good job of calling good plays to set me up for good situations to make those sacks, and D linemen, the other rest of my D linemen do a good job of chasing the quarterback back into me, so I like to thank them.
Baker University is known for its family atmosphere. The Wildcat wrestling team takes it to a whole different level. Brad Barnes explains.
Jared Price calls his 2012 wrestling team a brotherhood, and for Jimmy May's number 4 ranked Wildcats, no word describes them better.
We're all really close this year. We have a really good thing going.
The 184-pounder knows his team very well. He has been with the Wildcats since his freshman year in 2009, and he witnessed the birth of one of the top 5 programs in the nation. Price came to Baker with his older brother Jarrell and brought in his younger brother Cole a year later. But they are not alone. Their 65-person roster features 6 sets of siblings, but none of them are quite like the Price brothers.
We have a pretty rough relationship, actually. We get along pretty well, but like if anyone who knows us all knows we fight. Even we bring our roommate Kevin into it. I think he gets bullied by my older brothers more than I do.
All jokes set aside, when it's time to wrestle, the boys get down to business. The trio had glorious high school careers in Nevada, and they continued that success at Baker. Jarrell was a 2-time All-American, and Jared scored his first All-American honor last season. In 2011, Cole was a national qualifier, and if big brother Jared has anything to do with it, he will have an All-American title next to his name as well.
He set a nice bar for us, and my younger brother, I want to set it up for him to where he wants to surpass me, so I want to get really far and set the goals as high as I can.
Even though Jarrell has hung up the headgear, his mindset and desire to be the best has not changed.
I'm here to kind of reinforce that and show the guys that if you work hard, you know it can work out, especially in our program.
Brad Barnes, KNBU TV.
This Wildcat team will take on a big powerhouse up there in Columbia, Missouri, University of Missouri. Hopefully everyone comes out of there alive.
I hope so. So I'm looking forward to hearing the results for the football and wrestling teams. For Nick Williams, I'm Sumana Nunez. Thank you for watching.